a pretty nice tan going.
You do look tan. Yeah. Way better tan than.
Oh, for sure.
When you finally shaved your mustache, dude.
Well, that was the only thing that showed up.
I'm gonna put a picture of that in here, and I'm kidding.
No, I don't. I've always told people that I can't be like out of shape and pale, and then be completely shaved.
He looks fresh though. Comments on his look. What do you like? The beard, the no beard, the mustache, the no mustache. I told him he should go hairless cat, like Mr. Bigglesworth, and just shave your eyebrows and your everything.
Like,
you look. Complications arose in the unfreezing process.
My design was perfect.
Look what you did to Mr. Bigglesworth!
But Doctor,
you look sick, right? Like that's what like sick people look like. Like if I have a tan, like all right, now he's out doing shit. Like,
right.
Or if I'm in shape, like then the shaved head is always a badass, right? Like,
true, you are a badass.
Well,
Brock square.
That's right.
That's right. We're back. That's right. Finish our ADP talk off here.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, ADP.
That's why you're here?
It's kind of why I came. I just invite myself over all the time. We did quarterbacks. We did tight ends. Now we're getting to the juicy. We had the buns. We had some of the condiments. We're getting to the meat.
Well, this is where we have to kind of narrow it down a little bit because there's so many receivers. So we have to figure out which ones are worth talking about.
Yeah, and which ones, are getting vastly, and quarterbacks, tight ends, talk about a little bit about everyone.
Sure.
We can't talk about all 60 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we could, and we probably have. But for this exercise and for your guys' sanity.
Most leagues, you're starting one tight end, one quarterback, but three,
Plus
potentially four receivers. Right?
Yeah, in a PPR league, let's recommend start 4 receivers.
Yes.
Full PPR, baby.
Yeah. Upside's there. Upside's there.
A couple of little news notes here for you. It's a little bit dated, but Marion Barber died. Let's pour one out for him.
In his apartment, right?
Yeah. Did you hear the details?
No.
Well, they didn't release what happened, but they found him in a running shower for like 2 days of hot water. So his body, I guess, is just destroyed, decomposed, right? I shouldn't be laughing about that, but what's weird is at first his family's like, yeah, we're gonna donate his brain to science. And now they're saying they're not. Like, point is, that dude definitely had CTE. Like, if you watch Marion Barber play, actually, he had the best 2-yard run in NFL history.
And they run it. Barber better be careful. They've got him in the end zone. Asani Samuel has a shot. Now Green, how does he escape?
Remind me.
It was like on the 2-yard line. He got like backed up to like almost going back to safety range, like in terms of the back end of the end zone, and like broke 7 tackles to get. It was like Marshawn Lynch to get.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
So the trend is just bad. He was 38 years old, right? Demarius Thomas
ain't good.
I mean, it's
too early.
Vincent Jackson, like drank himself to death. Like these guys are just.
Yeah, I thought Marion Barber was a drug thing too.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We don't know. They said they had nothing in his body was in working order. Wasn't clearly like a gunshot wound, so just not good. They the family may not want to release the full details because if it was an OD, for example. Well, that'll come out regardless.
Maybe he was OD and he's like, all right, let me take a shower so I can relax.
Right. Well, that comes out though. I mean, because I know he's been struggling with mental health things. He had some like hit and run thing, a couple, whatever. It is.
Either way, sad story.
Yeah, super sad.
Not much older than us.
Had one nice year for the Bears as well. It was only 6 years for the boys, 1 for the Bears. Played like 7 years.
He'll be a Cowboy in my mind forever.
Oh yeah, he is a Cowboy. And then I have this, the DeShaun Watson thing, which ties into all this stuff we're talking about. Besides the fact we want to draft DeShaun Watson, it's about the Browns, right? And like they might be a functioning offense. Their run game they'll be more run heavy without him. But how good are they going to be running the ball with fucking backup quarterback, right? It's the guy from the fucking Dolphins.
What would be Baker?
Well, maybe Baker. Like that'd be a bad backpedal for them.
But I think Baker would welcome it.
So what I want to talk about is, you brought this to my attention, the Rusty Harden quote. Rusty Harden is a dirtbag lawyer that's defended a bunch of...
Why is he a dirtbag lawyer?
Well, he just defends like the worst kind of people, always. Well, celebrities that are in...
Yeah, he defends the people with the most money, so he's just trying to make his
Well, yeah, okay. Well, but the quote makes me think he's a dirtbag because it wasn't a good quote.
Yeah.
What he said was...
It's not what I would want to hear from my lawyer in a very public case.
The very public case, yeah. So, I mean, essentially what he said is happy endings aren't illegal.
Well, they're not.
Aren't they? I thought they are, though. Like, it's Constitution, bro.
No. We had this discussion a little bit, right? Like, so, if I were to hire a maid, which is very much needed around here, right? And I end up banging her.
Yeah.
That's illegal?
No.
Okay.
It's a Seinfeld situation where Jerry started sleeping with his maid, right?
Yeah, so what am I supposed to do? Be more like you? All sealed up in here, emotionally unavailable, paying scrub women for sexual favors? No, Jerry, I won't be like you. Never, I'll never be like you.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden she wasn't cleaning the house anymore.
She just takes a nap in his bed and he's like, doesn't pay her.
She comes over, they sleep together, and she leaves.
Yeah.
She gets paid. So, but no, that's like... I know it seems scummy because everyone's saying it's scummy, but if all the guy did was get I'm not going to get back in the corner. Right?
No, but when he leverages the massage with the hand job, because he's a fucking celebrity, like he pays him a little extra. I'm just saying, I don't think it's
that's illegal.
That's
illegal.
Okay,
if you pay extra, that's illegal.
And the point is that it is a money grab. We both agree it's a money grab.
It seems like it.
But it could be a money grab, and he could just still be a scumbag. Right? Like, no one here is saying he's a good person. Like, even his lawyer's saying he's not a good person.
Everyone prior to that was saying he was a good person. He was the NFL Man of the Year.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because he tips his masseuses very well. Like, he's very generous with his tips. Yeah. And that means two things.
Until a lawyer says, hey, he's about to get a $250 million guaranteed contract. Let's make some money. Like, look, I mean, getting a hand job is not, to me, it's not criminal. Like,
for you, it's also not logical because you never came from one. So, I hate hand jobs.
But
sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'll cut that out.
Nah, it's all right. But no, in general, like all I'm saying is like if I used to work in car sales and I've slept with people I've sold cars to. Like, does that make me a prostitute?
No, maybe
because I made money off of them and I slept with them.
Oh, nice.
Well, no, I mean it's fine. Yeah. To me, it's fine. Like it just that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we both think he's playing this year, at least a decent amount this season.
I think so.
But there also was the other report that came out after the Rusty Harden thing was before that, which is a great quote of he's essentially admitting the fact that his customer,
the quote, So to avoid all the
he's not denying the fact he's gotten fucking happy endings.
Well, now it's to the point like getting a hand job's not illegal.
Right. Well, again, doesn't look good for his image.
In the public image, it's not good because he was denying that anything ever happened.
Now he's saying,
and now they're saying like Rusty Harden's essentially saying I get hand jobs all the time.
Yeah, right. So the thing is that the Browns acted. I don't know. Good for the fucking Texans for getting that haul for him. And they're saying essentially if he gets suspended for the year or whatever, they could void his contract. Like, there's stipulations in there. But here's the point. Fuck the contract. They gave up 3 1s, a 3 and a 4 for him. Yeah. Dude, and those ones are going to be really nice if they don't have DeShaun Watson on their team.
All irrelevant. Never going to happen.
Yeah, they're gonna ride it out. Right?
Even if he misses
Let's ride.
Yeah.
Russell
hand
Wilson.
Job, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah. No, so even if somehow he is suspended for the year, which I really don't think. I'm guessing 4 to 6 games. I think through our text chain we decided it was
one game. It was one game.
One hand job per quarter.
Yes.
So it ended up being 6 games.
So we got to find out how many hand jobs he got.
24,
right?
24 accusations.
Yeah.
So that'd be 6. I
like
games.
That. I really like that. Can we propose that to the NFL office, the front office?
I already sent the email.
Yeah. Did they get back to you yet, or?
Oh yeah. I got promoted.
Good. Okay. Rob Squared. Let's ride. We're gonna do some NFL ADP here for wide receivers. The way I kind of want to do this is we're gonna go round by round here, based on where their ADP is.
Yeah.
So it'll be first round might be 6 names, and then it'll get down to 3 names. Kind of talk about a guy we like, guy we hate. We don't have to go too in depth unless it's a guy that's really polarizing for us.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Sure.
So first round here, we have Cooper Kupp going at 3. Again, NFC ADP. Mostly these are all redraft. These aren't best ball. These are
especially NFC, because when I hear even now when I hear you say
the
it,
sites,
I think so. Yeah.
The sites, National Football Championships. I think it's big money leagues, all like $200 or more. I don't know why people are drafting redraft this early, but people are. I think this is based on like 60 leagues drafted from May 1st till now.
I mean, you can get
so
some
decent sample size.
You can get some good value, but there's so much risk. There's so much.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, so we'll go Cooper Kupp number 1. He's at ADP of 3. Justin Jefferson is number 2 at ADP of 6. Jamar Chase number 3, ADP 7. Devontae Adams at number 4, ADP 10. Those are the 4 guys in NFC going in the first round right now. Cooper Kupp, too high for me. I mean, this is half point as well. Like, just too high. I know he's safe and all that shit.
Yeah.
Maybe end of the first. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. So, honestly, for the first round, just based on the way I've been drafting, this is an easy breeze over for me.
Right. And you also have to realize you're doing mostly best ball, so it's totally different, right? But,
totally right. Yeah. Right now,
we're in best ball mode, but we can also just think of just big picture, right? Let's think big picture.
Regardless, I think there's too much depth at receiver. I mean, the game it's a passing game now, so if you can get an exclusive running back, a guy that's going to get majority of the shares.
There's only 8 or 10 of those guys.
Yeah. So to me, it's. Of course, I like all those guys. They're all uber talented. But to be honest, any of them first round. I mean, maybe if I had the 12th pick, if one of those guys are floating there, I'm going to look at them. List them off again real quick.
Cooper Kupp, Jefferson, Chase, Adams. Adams is the one I don't like. I like him the least.
To me, Kupp's obviously. I mean, I guess I'm not going on a limb here, but like Kupp is the far and away. Adams I've never been a fan of. Jefferson seems like the safest. I kind of like Jefferson, yeah.
And Chase, the thing is, Chase had like 6 50-yard touchdowns last year, and I don't care. We both agree he's great, but like that doesn't repeat, right? So he needs more volume, and they have T. Higgins, they have Tyler Boyd, they have Joe Mixon. They have some players there.
Well, I think the entire year, I don't think many people expected the Bengals to go into a game and win it, let alone make the playoffs, let alone make the Super Bowl. So I think there's plenty of time to adjust now, saying, okay, now we know. I mean, not saying that obviously the Rams did adjust because they won, but just going forward, I don't see the same. I would be surprised if Chase duplicated the success.
I agree. And the thing is, the only way he can is he's not going to get the touchdown numbers, but if he does get, let's say, 155 targets, which we both agree he probably deserves, then he could duplicate the numbers based on having less efficiency, more volume.
I would love to, I would be genuinely excited to see him blow up again, because it would be fun to watch, because he's really talented.
He is fun. He's not a Dolphin,
but
he's a man.
In terms of fantasy drafting ADP, me personally, I'm not touching a receiver.
Yeah, and again, you can't go wrong with any of these guys. It's mostly just let them fall to you. Don't reach on these guys, because they're all. I say the top 3 at least. Kupp, Jefferson, Chase, all kind of even in my mind. Yeah. With Kupp being, the safest, and he's got tied to Stafford, cream of the crop. But
there's probably 3 running backs I would take over.
Yeah. And then, all right, Adams, I feel like is not in this tier.
Where was ADP?
Adams is going at 10.3, which, sorry, man, he doesn't. If he played in Green Bay, right? I like that. If you play with Aaron Rodgers,
I mean, if you have a strong feeling about him, but even then, you can still get guys. Chubb, Swift, guys that I really like.
Oh, yeah, way after that. Yeah. So, all right, next group here. This would be the second round guys. Stefon Diggs at 14, Deebo Samuel at 15, CeeDee Lamb at 19, Tyreke Hill at 19, A.J. Brown at 26. I'm just going to lump him in here because I feel like he'll go a little higher. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. That's 6 names.
Deebo's going that high.
Deebo's going that high, and that's the one I actually like as much as I faded Stefon Diggs last year, if you remember. And I was right on that take because he only had 8 touchdowns.
This is something we have to discuss.
Yeah. So Stefon Diggs, though, I am in on him this year. I feel like he is not far off from the Justin Jefferson and Chase.
If I can get a super safe RB1 prior to that, then I'm willing or something. But I can match, assuming all the other receivers.
If you go Najee, Stefon Diggs, right?
That's a nice 1-2 punch.
Dalvin Cook, Stefon Diggs, Austin Eckler, Stefon Diggs.
Najee, I still feel like even though Najee had a hell of a year, it's still ascending. Diggs, I think we've seen what he is. I don't think.
Yeah, last year was as bad as it can get for him because he still got 150 targets, but he was one of the most inefficient players in the league, and we know in his first year with Buffalo, he was one of the most efficient players in the league. I'm going to kind of go baseline between those two. You split the difference, he's going to have 10 touchdowns. Or, say 9 touchdowns, he's going to have 1,400 yards. He's going to have 90 catches.
Yeah.
That doesn't grow on trees, man. So let's move on to Deebo here. Who,
because this is one
which is weird about Deebo's year last year is prior to week 9, he was playing pretty much exclusively wide receiver, and he was only getting 1 or 2 of those padded end arounds, right, where he'd have 12 yards rushing. But then the running back Elijah Mitchell got hurt. They also needed him because Kittle got hurt and Ayuk was in the doghouse, right? So while he was playing receiver, he was getting all the work, all the work. 9 targets a game, and he had a couple of those broken plays, 60-yard touchdowns. We love Deebo the player, right? I'm reading your mind.
Just jump in real quick, not to cut you off, but to me, he's 4 broken tackles away from having 4 less touchdowns and 200 less yards.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a lot of fantasy points there, dude.
I mean that's a substantial amount of points.
And the fact we don't know their quarterback.
I like Deebo. I mean he's a stud. He's a beast. He's a monster. Like you like to see that type of physicality from a receiver, but also on top of that, Trey Lance. Like
there you go. That's the problem. The efficiency is going to go down. The catches are going to go down. And here's the issue: is like from week 9 on, the second part of what I was saying was that he had 8 rushing touchdowns, dude. He only had like 600 yards rushing, but 8 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, and he was still getting 5 targets in the passing game.
He's Cordell Patterson.
So but like better. Better offense. Better.
He was Cordell Patterson, but
it's really nice for fantasy when you get 8 rushing attempts and 6 catches a game. But like, good luck repeating that.
I cannot. So you agree that?
I would take him in the early to mid 3rd. But he ain't ever fallen that far. There's a 0 chance he's fallen that far, especially when you're talking about 15. Okay, the guy I really like that's actually buried here in my best balls, I actually took him a couple times at the turn, is CeeDee Lamb.
Yep. I'm with you on that.
I watched his film recently, and the guy, he just has it all, man. He's a good yak guy. He's shifty. He tough. He has some drops issues, but it's not because he can't. It's not because his hands are bad. It's focus.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So it's like that's easy to clean up.
Yeah.
And he says he wants to be the one. They gave him the chance to be the one. You're tied to Dak. You're tied to a good running game. You're playing inside a dome. You're in a bad division. Just go zone, baby. Like top 3 upside, top number 1 upside in my mind.
The way if I were to try and sell someone on CeeDee Lamb, it would be, I think Amari Cooper is overrated because he had 1 out of 4 games as a blowout game when he was in Oakland.
Yeah.
And then he went to Dallas and he got tied with Dak. And Dak is at the time. I mean, he's different caliber, and Dak is the type of guy that would focus in on him. Point being is that I think Dak made Amari Cooper who he is right now, right?
Yeah, definitely. Took him to the next.
Amari Cooper,
and he still wasn't.
Amari Cooper was a risk. I feel like when the Cowboys traded for him, like, all right, we're going all in right now. We need a number 1 guy. We need a guy that Dak can trust.
Yeah,
right. I'm fairly confident he trusts CeeDee already.
Yeah. And one of the things I love about CeeDee is he seems like that perfect blend of, the guy with all the upside in the world.
Yeah.
He's got the talent, he's got the role in the offense, and he also seems like a guy that's super safe.
I agree.
He's got touchdown upside, but he also is going to have 160 targets.
I think I read the article, he gained 15, 20 pounds.
I think he's putting the work in. We're going to have to see what happens here in the next 2 months. But
I love
CeeDee Lamb. That's a league-winning player. That's an aggressive pick, but I want to go down swinging, and that's the kind of receiver. Instead of taking Jamar Chase at 4, just wait till 16.
I agree.
Take CeeDee Lamb.
Fair enough.
If you fall, maybe you won't get him if you have that, but whatever draft slot you're in, like I like that in the 2nd round.
Maybe, if you're on the tail end of the
you
first
might have to
round,
reach,
tail end of the first round, you can get a top running back. You might get Najee Harris.
Or
and CeeDee
what would
Lamb.
your thoughts be of Stefon Diggs and fucking CeeDee Lamb? I know, like in a redraft, then you got to get your Montgomery, you got to get your Breece Hall, you got to get those running backs and take some swings. But you're set at wide receiver, bro. Diggs and him, it's 18 targets a week.
Well, it's going to be a common theme throughout. I think I'm going to be running back heavy early this year.
Yeah. Okay,
Tyreke Hill. I do like CeeDee. I have shares of CeeDee.
Tyreke Hill also going at 19, and this CeeDee Lamb's going at 19, which is beautiful. I feel like he's more of a 15 or 14 guy when the season dust settles. But Tyreke Hill right at the same point, 19. I want CeeDee Lamb all day over Tyreke Hill.
I agree.
Just because Tua, you got Jalen Waddle there, you got Gesicki.
Well, you're getting Dak. You're getting the Cowboys offense.
You know they're going to have 35 touchdown passes. You know they're going to have 4,600 yards.
Show me a bad year from Dak.
There ain't no one. There's none.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, Tyreke Hill, we both think is, and we're not going to talk about Tyreke Hill too much. We know he's an amazing player.
Best ball.
Great in best ball because of those spike weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we're going to round out the tier here with A.J. Brown, or the second round here. A.J. Brown going 26, so that's technically third round, but we both love the talent of A.J. Brown. That guy is a dog, man. He's almost got the Deebo. He's got like what Deebo does, but a little bit more of a wide receiver chops.
And Quan Bolden.
Yeah, bigger. And Quan Bolden.
Well, saying the type of player. Like he did a 10-yard out, and he's going to be able to break 5 tackles because he's as big as a tight end.
I am lukewarm on him there. It's not bad. It's not good. I don't mind him at that would be like wide receiver 10.
To me, the downside is Jalen Hurts is Super Bowl.
That is downside.
So I'm not going to.
And you got Devontae Smith there, and you got Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, I love Smith.
And
I'm just not going to commit a second-round draft pick or potentially first, whatever it may be, to a guy that I don't trust. Like the guy, like same with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
I think Tua has the potential, but I think if Tua has a good year, I think it's because the receivers around him. I probably similar with Hurts. I mean, actually, Hurts has more potential, but the point being is I'm not going to commit to someone like injury history. Talent's there. It's all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next tier here, next round here is round 3 here. We have Mike Evans leading it off at 30, Keenan Allen 31, T. Higgins 32, Jalen Waddle 33,
Higgins,
Deontay Johnson 34. I don't like this tier. I'm gonna say that right now. Like, I don't like it. That's why my argument for CeeDee Lamb is it kind of these guys are solid. It drops off, but you have
let's break it down.
You have Mike Evans, which is Mike Evans every year. It's a bump this year for me because he's going to start off. He should start off hot with Godwin probably not playing the first couple weeks or getting eased back in. We don't know about Gronk. They brought in Russell Gage, but I just feel like he should catch a touchdown almost every game, as he should always. But I'm just not the biggest Mike Evans fan, and I know you aren't either.
Well, the thing is, it's Tom Brady, so it's tough to go against that.
It's safe, right?
However, like with redraft specifically, Evans is more of a best ball guy to me because I can't tell you how many times I've been like, oh, Evans sucks, and he has like 11 catches, 120 yards, 2 touchdown games, but then he follows up with 2 or like a 1 catch game.
Yeah. It might be 1 catch for 7 yards and a touchdown.
And you're like, is he hurt? Like, no, he's fine.
Because he always does play hurt, too, is one problem.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Which, not to take away from the guy, but
he's a gamer.
Sucks.
But like
Evans
to me, again, too high.
Okay, Keenan Allen next, 31. This is a safe and steady pick.
I think
Not
that's
sexy,
right about value.
Yeah, it's right where he always goes. You can't go wrong. If you can start off RB, you get Keenan Allen as your 1. Pencil him in every week, 12, 13, 14 points.
I think you're happy with
tied to the fucking
I think
quarterback.
you're happy with Keenan Allen because you can maybe take some risks if you're wide receiver 3 if you get another. Yeah.
Yep. T. Higgins at 32. Don't like this at all.
A little high.
Way too high.
I like it. I mean, because he's ascending. Like people forget that he's only like a third-year guy.
Third-year guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Higgins he's an ascending player.
But people forget they have Tyler Boyd there too. They have Joe Mixon there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have other players, and like Joe Burrow.
They just got a tight end too.
Have you seen Joe Burrow's picture, by the way, this year?
No.
He's wearing sunglasses. He looks badass, dude. He's got to change his name to Joey B from the Rob Square thing because he's just going full gangsta mode.
I've heard multiple girls our age talk about how he's so sexy because of his swagger. I'm like, he's like 22 years old.
Yeah,
like, what are you talking about?
All right, we're both out on T. Higgins there for sure.
Too early. I love T. Higgins as a player, but I think you're drafting him at. I think you're drafting him. I think if you were drafting on his value from last year, he's a 4th or 5th round pick.
I think
you're drafting him above value right now. So to get any real value on the pick, you're hoping
Jamar Chase gets hurt. That's the only way.
Exactly.
Right? That's the only fucking way.
If you're drafting Jamar Chase in the first round,
or Joe Burrow's MVP and throws 50 touchdowns. I mean,
this is simply a product of Joe Burrow. That's the only reason.
Recency bias, Super Bowl appearance, et cetera, et cetera. All right, next guy here, Jalen Waddle. For the same reasons I don't like T. Higgins.
I mean,
Tyreke Hill
and Tyreke Hill with Tua attached.
Yeah, he's not getting 100 catches again this year. How could he? I mean, it's not happening, dude.
Now with the money they pay Tyreke.
Out. Deontay Johnson, fucking out.
Yeah.
Way out. And he's my least favorite, bro.
I cannot believe he's been. I mean,
The guy I do like we'll get to later is Chase Claypool a little bit because he's going like 90s.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're talking third round.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
no, like give me the running backs there, dude. We'll get to that later in the next episode, but
yeah,
there's still some solid backs going there, dude. Like that's even way before Montgomery goes. You know what I mean? So like you get some good running back value there, which we're talking about here. Like this actually helps.
Third round, not touching.
I want to take CeeDee Lamb because then I don't take any of these fucking guys.
To be honest, I'm not touching any of the. I mean, Tyreke Hill if he falls.
The only guys that I could consider in this round would be Mike Evans and Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen because I know what I'm going to get from him.
Okay, next round here, we have the fourth round: DK Metcalf at 41, Terry McLaurin at 46, DJ Moore at 47. I'm going to throw Michael Pittman in here at 49.
Yeah, I would bet any money.
I like this better.
The fourth round beats the third round.
Yeah. I like this better. My love for DK Metcalf. Here's the issue for me is in best ball I haven't been drafting him because I got to wait to see the quarterback situation. I want Drew Lock there for DK Metcalf because we both commented in the past watching Drew Lock play. That dude plays reckless as fuck and just chucks.
Yeah.
And what Russell Wilson wasn't doing the last couple of years, what he doesn't do is he's got a little Aaron Rodgers in his game. He doesn't chuck.
Yeah.
I want a chucker. I want chuck the DK Metcalf. Good shit happens.
Well, just throw it up to him.
Yeah, throw it up to him, that's what Drew Lock's going to do. Like that would hurt Tyler Lockett's stock.
So I'm on the opposite. I like Metcalf there.
Yeah, regardless, even if it's fucking Geno. I like him either way. Trust me.
I might phone on me, but I'm not. And again, I'm doing 10 teams where you're doing 12 teams, but regardless, I have DK a lot because I feel like he's very, very undervalued this year.
I mean, he still catches 9 touchdowns every year.
DK is a monster.
One of the best receivers in the league. I mean, I've done enough DK love and slurping on this pod.
Yeah,
Terry McLaurin, 46, like that too.
Love it too.
I mean, he's in a contract year. Essentially about to be a contract year. Guy's a gamer.
Yeah, I think Carson Wentz will play. I think Carson Wentz will play all There's going to be some I would be curious to go back and look at McLaurin's last 3 quarterbacks or 4. Call it 5 quarterbacks because I bet you there's been 5 over the last 2 years.
Yeah. So nothing. Nothing good there.
So I think some consistency. We're doing well.
See, I love all these guys as players, and I have the last couple of years. DJ Moore, the next guy at 47. Regardless of the quarterback play, he's never had good quarterback play in his career. He's always finishes at wide receiver 19 because he's only catching 4 touchdowns max, which eventually should change, but I don't know about this year. But the player, love the spot. I mean, I don't love the spot, but I like him over Deontay Johnson. I like him over Jalen Waddle.
Oh, yeah. I'm all over it, too. I'm with you on that, too.
I think him and T. Higgins is a close thing for me, right? Like, I see the upside of DJ Moore because he is the number one.
To me, my instinct is DJ Moore just because of the upside. I think he has the...
Still only 24 years old, 4-year veteran of the league. I mean, the guy...
Just watching the guy, he wants to... There's not a pass where he doesn't try and catch it. Mm-hmm. Like he makes an attempt every
plays
single
hurt too. He's not gonna miss games. All right, Michael Pittman, another guy we love. 49. I mean, shit, dude. Number one, the alpha. Upgraded quarterback in this situation with Matt Ryan. 1 more year in the league. This will be his 3rd year in the league.
I like that.
Love it there.
I love all those guys.
All those guys.
I really do.
Love those guys. That's the money's home, baby.
So drafting early, I'm looking for running back, and then starting to trickle in with the receiver. Yeah. So if you can get someone to be honest, I would take someone like McLaurin and Moore, or Metcalf and Moore, Metcalf and
McLaurin, for 3rd and 4th.
Exactly. Because I know I'm not going to get him on the other way back. So
all right, 5th round here. We're looking at Chris Godwin 52, Hopkins 56, Amon-Ra St. Brown somehow at 57, and Marquise Brown 57, and Amari Cooper at 59. Now it starts dropping off. I know you love Godwin.
I'm curious on your thoughts. Let me hear your
I got to wait and see. I'm not touching him right now on best ball just based on I know they're going to probably walk away with that division. So he's going to start off slow if he even starts playing at all until week 4. I just don't think they need him to win the division. So I can see them babying him a bit. They brought in Russell Gage for a reason. I like him. I just don't think he's going to – it's a nice value there, right? If it was the 3rd round, I'd be totally out. Yeah. I just don't think he's going to blow the doors off this year.
Yeah, so
that's the problem. Right? I don't ever see him playing crazy snap shares. Like, they're going to run out Mike Evans every fucking play. They're going to run the ball. They got a good defense. They can improve their defense somehow. So that's why I'm out on Godwin.
Here's where I disagree a little bit is, to me, how many more years, even if Brady plays let's just say 3 more years. How many more years are going to be in Tampa?
1.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So I think the ideal scenario for Tampa with Brady is 1 year. So where you're saying that they're going to baby him back. I mean, he got hurt like middle of the season last year, right? It was like week 9.
Yeah, week 9, week 10, something like that.
So I would be surprised if he's not back at the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Yes.
Hopkins, which is a better situation. He's going to miss, but he's not missing because of injury. He's lost a step a little bit, a half step. How about that?
Okay,
I don't say that, but I like it here. Again, best ball, not as much. Redrafts, find a way. You're not missing any bye weeks, so you're having a full roster until he comes back. Get him as your wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of people are going to be scared because a bad fantasy player can't deal with missing their 5th round pick.
Yeah.
I can. You can.
Yeah.
So I'll take that value. If I go 3-3 without him, get him back as my wide receiver 3. Good fucking luck, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get fucking 13 points a game, 15 points a game.
Hopkins is the top 5 receiver in the league.
Yeah. Where would Hopkins be getting drafted if it wasn't for this suspension? Probably 2nd round.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're talking top 15.
That's CeeDee Lamb territory.
Picks. Yeah. 15, 18 picks, yeah.
So we both like him there. Monterey St. Brown, as much as I touted him last year.
Aggressive as
That's stupid. They brought in DJ Chark. They got
aggressive
Swift.
as hell.
No, out. We don't even talk about that. Out, right? O-U-T, is that how you spell out? Out. Marquise Brown, 57. I believe this is a kind of a paired with Hopkins because you're getting the first 6 weeks. If Hopkins was out for the year, I'd like it here.
Yeah.
As much as I love Whoopi Goldberg, man, he's Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, you got the connection. Kyler, they played together in college.
Yeah, I like that. And he's off a big year last year.
It seems to be the common theme now. Jamar, Joe, Tua,
Devontae Adams, and fucking Derek Carr.
Yeah,
out on that one. I mean, if he falls a little bit out.
That's a product of people trying to create instant chemistry because there's no patience anymore, right? So, these guys already have chemistry. We don't have to wait for them to develop because we're trying to win. Everyone's trying to win now.
Okay, number 59 here. To round out this round here is Amari Cooper. I'm in. I mean, this is also contingent on the DeShaun Watson hand job, happy ending thing. I mean, he's just a good player. I feel like he has a couple good years left in the tank. We looked at their depth chart today. It's not very good. I was talking about David Bell, the rookie. I like him.
Yeah.
But it's Anthony Schwartz. It's Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah.
It's David Njoku, of course, and Kareem Hunt. But, that's a tight end and running back. Yeah, nothing at wide receiver.
To me, the guy, I doubt we'll even get to him, but it's the guy to look at in the offense is Schwartz. Okay. That's the guy.
Deep cut. All right, here. Next round here, we have Mike Williams at 60. It's crazy because that's something underdog best ball I've been doing is going 29th.
Yeah.
He's a spike week guy, but still, that's fucking 30 picks.
Yeah.
No. I like him much more here.
Yeah.
But still might be a little rich, but I'll keep on going here. Hold on. Jerry Jeudy. We love Jeudy. 62. Love that. Yeah, but it's a good time to get a groin injury. Elijah Moore, 66. Brandon Cook, 70. Darnell Mooney, 70. And then Hunter Renfrow, 71. I'll stop it there. So Mike Williams, lukewarm. I love Mike Williams last year. Won a lot of money on him, but lukewarm, right? Tied to fucking Herbert. Good player, injury prone though, and just got paid, which I don't know if I like.
Yeah, so to me, my hesitation with it, whether it's justified or not, but it's just the way I think about it, is Herbert's not the biggest risk taker, and Mike Williams is the best risk ball catcher on the team. So I think Mike Williams is more circumstantial where, all right, we need a big play here. I'm just going to toss up and cross our fingers type deal.
Yeah.
Where Keenan Allen, obviously, we agreed
getting a 7
early.
Okay, Jerry Jeudy. I know we're both going on this one, 64. Love it. We love Jeudy.
I'm hoping the groin injury drops him another round.
We both have a new Jerry Jeudy poster in our room. Whose is better? What pose do you have for your Jeudy? I haven't seen it. We've told each other about it. But what's your pose?
Mine's up on the.
Okay, so is it what's the pose he's doing? I'm asking.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, I'll tell you what mine is. Mine's the Michael Jackson child pose where it's the bending over.
What? No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
MJ like the kids that bend over. You didn't hear about this?
God,
this has gone off the rails, but
no.
Yeah. So that's my Jerry Jeudy poster. We don't have posters. I swear to God.
Well,
Cut.
Well, he doesn't have a poster.
Oh, God. All right, so we don't have to talk more about Jerry Jeudy. We love the talent. We love the player. We love the situation. We love fucking Russell
I love
Wilson.
him there, but he just recently got the groin injury. I'm hoping he drops 2 rounds.
Drop more. I think he's going to be more of in the 50s or high 40s by the time. I'll take him there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So that's fine there, though, of course. Elijah Moore, 66, out.
Yeah.
Out. They drafted Garrett Wilson. As much as we love the Jets, we love Zach Wilson. He's not a clear number 1 in that offense. When he stepped up, they had nobody else last year.
I think that's the point. I think that's the main point is who is going to be the main. Because early on it was Corey Davis, right? So and then he got hurt.
I like Corey Davis this year because he's going 160 or something.
And
it's so low.
And then Crowder was hurt, came back, and Crowder had a couple of 9-catch games.
Right.
So
Braxton Berrios.
It's just there you go, perfect.
My guy.
Yeah, it's just too early, right?
Yeah, too early. Brandon Cook 70. I kind of like the value there, but too boring for me. You know what I mean? I feel like he's a trade candidate.
To me,
I feel like he eventually's got to break down, right? He's got those concussions.
Well, the way I remember last year was Cooks had a stellar first 6 weeks and then very mediocre last 2/3 of the season.
Yeah.
He had his explosion and that was that. To get drafted that high, I know he's on the depth chart the number 1 guy, but to me, Nico Collins.
We love Nico Collins.
I like Cooks. I think he's a good receiver, but I'm not. That doesn't excite me.
We agree on too many guys this year. It's kind of scary. The Nico Collins of the world. We have a lot of guys we agree on.
Well, I'm not. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Breece Hall, we love him.
With Cooks, there's nothing. What's the best case scenario? In the dream world, outside of your expectations, what do you think the best season Cooks will have?
What he always does: 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns, 75 catches, which is solid. But that's his upside. I mean,
yeah, that's
I want more upside.
That's pretty damn good here.
Yeah, it is. All right, Darnell Mooney here. We have at 70. I'm in, man. I'm in. We just watched Justin Fields' tape. The guy's a baller. He's got a rocket. And I asked you the question, spoiler, well, for you, at least I spoiled it. How many targets did Darnell Mooney had last year? You said 110. Mm-hmm. It's 140.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I granted that Allen Robinson was beat up. We didn't have a lot else.
Still there
We didn't throw the ball too much, though. If I have 140, I feel like he's getting higher than that this year, dude. He's not getting lower.
I love those 2 guys going into the second year. Just having that chemistry.
Yeah, he's going to be the go-to.
And he's there's no one else. Getting rid of Robinson. Because Robinson was the guy that all the receivers looked up to. Now it's Mooney. Mooney's
it's trash for real life. Right?
Or maybe Ryan Pringle.
Jails. It's trash for real life, but it's good for fantasy. I don't like him number 1 for real life if I'm a Bears fan, but I like that for fantasy.
I don't see the targets going down.
Right? No. I'm saying if you get 150 targets. Now, what does that mean? Maybe it's only 70 catches. I don't give a shit. 70 catches? I'll take 70 catches in the 6th round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right? 7 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Same thing we're talking about Brandon Cooks, but he has
Mooney's ascending. We know what Cooks is. Cooks is a concussion waiting to happen. Mooney is an ascending player.
Okay, next guy here, Hunter Renfrow, 71. Your guy, your boy, he's been touting him for years.
Yeah, and now
another poster you have.
Yeah, and you used to be able to get in the 15th round.
Yeah,
and so he's jumped 10 rounds.
That's too high for me, man.
I agree.
I'll explain to you why. Okay, so that's the last of this round. I'll tell you why it's too high for me because the next couple guys, we have Michael Thomas at 73. Big question mark, but it's Michael fucking Thomas.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson. I know.
We said that the year before.
Allen Robinson 74. Gabriel Davis 75. Cortland Sutton 76. Juju 79. Devontae Smith 81. So
a couple of clear-cut guys.
Michael Thomas, we just got to get some wind that he's going to play. But I love that.
So
bro.
To me, that's a guy. Depending on how you're drafting up to that point, right?
Right. He's risky.
If he's your wide receiver 3, I think if at that point you're in the 6th round.
Yeah.
Let's say you have 2 running back. If that's your 3rd receiver, let's say you're foregoing taking a tight end or a quarterback at that point, that's not a bad pick, but the guys around him are also interesting.
What's crazy is Michael Thomas is the definition of a risky pick here, but he's also the definition of the safest pick here because if he plays,
the record for most catches in the
140
season.
catches, dude. Yeah. I'm not saying he's doing it now, but he just needs 100 catches. At this ADP, he needs 72 catches.
The thing is, honestly, with Jarvis Landry there, I mean, if Michael Thomas comes back, like
he's the number one. I mean, he is the number one.
I agree with you because I mean, just look at the contract Jarvis got.
And we like Jameis.
Michael Thomas never had a number 2, like Traquan Smith.
Yeah, it was never anything.
Like that was.
It was Alvin Kamara was the number 2.
That's what I'm saying. So, but like Landry can catch.
But that also could help him in a way.
But they're also now they're 2 years removed from Breeze. They don't have Peyton. There's a lot of question marks. I mean,
but here's the thing: is it's funny is that a lot of fantasy players when they get burned by a guy, and like I don't know if anyone like we're talking guys that play one league that had Mike Evans, they hate him, right? You knew Mike Evans still had like 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns that year. They're out. Yeah. No one's ever been fucked harder by a man than Michael Thomas fucked me.
What does that mean? Did we have? No, don't be silly. It was all hands.
How's that ass feeling?
Okay, my ass is still sore. I had him in every league, bro. In redraft, I had him in 23 fucking leagues out of 25.
You and I had a trade, right? I traded for Godwin.
I didn't do it, though. No, that wasn't with him. That was with Calvin Ridley, who also fucked me. He retired. Yeah. You tried to trade him to me in XFL. That was one of the only leagues I didn't have Michael Thomas in, is because you took him in like the 6th round or 5th round.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, he's burned me, dude.
I
you got to get it's a theoretical thing, or like in theory, you got to get over a philosophy, right?
Sure.
You got to get over the burning, because if I play fantasy like that with all the guys I had and all the times I've been burned, I wouldn't have a team.
Yeah,
I'd only draft DK Metcalf every year.
It's bad
right?
to keep doubling down based on your beliefs from a year or two ago, right?
Right.
Yeah,
so
to me, Thomas,
right?
to me, Thomas is a best ball guy. That way, you don't have to worry about him if he doesn't play, or he only plays half the season. Like
my saving grace is if he doesn't play this year, it's gonna be 3 lost years in a row. He was on track to be Jerry Rice, and then he's what? What is he, dude? He's not getting a contract, so like he best be on the field, dude.
Yeah.
So that's my saving grace there, I guess.
Sure.
All right. Then I got Allen Robinson here at 74. Lukewarm on that one.
I like.
You do.
I
think he's still a player.
I'm big on Robinson.
Okay.
Year. I really am. I think that he's going to.
Nice price point. End of the 6th round.
It just something about it. Just my gut is saying that he's remotivated. He has a new love for the game type deal. He's not going to be required to be the number 1 guy on a rebuilding team. Like he's going to a team that's established, and he's opposite of Cooper Kupp, which is going to get double teams all the time. Like forget Higbee, forget anyone out. Like Wood, I mean, I know Woods is gone. I'm saying like he's better than Woods. Like
I agree. And to clarify, when I say end of the 6th round, like we're standard for us is 12-team leagues.
Yeah.
So it's not end of the 6th round isn't 60th pick. It's like 72. That's what I'm saying. Like I just want to clarify to the audience that
I'll be very happy with Robinson as my 3. I'd be satisfied with him as my 2.
Okay. Next guy here, Gabriel Davis. I was all about him last year in deep leagues, but 75. The guy just got 4 touchdowns and 200 yards, and then in the AFC Championship game, or it was the AFC semifinal.
Yeah, he had a hell of the last couple weeks.
Well, he's taking Emmanuel Sanders' role. He's taking the number 2 role. He's going to have that. He earned that fucking right, did he not? I mean, the guy's a playmaker, dude.
I like him. Obviously, but this is a guy that's not going to be on. We're not going to talk about, but Jamison Crowder.
Yeah.
Crowder is like the epitome of a possession receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he's just taking Cole Beasley's role.
If Diggs is the big play guy, I mean, Davis obviously is going to, but I don't see that much reliance. I should say. I think reliance is the best word. Like I think Josh Allen's going to have more options.
Well, he relied on him in the playoff game before.
For sure, yeah, because Diggs, he had a running game, and Diggs was double or triple team. But now with Crowder there, I think Crowder probably honestly play the slot. Thinking about it.
All right, last guy in this round here is Cortland Sutton. I'm not a big Cortland Sutton guy, but at this price point, if I can't get Jeudy, I'm okay with Sutton. I feel like, I mean, come on, he's tied to Russ for the reasons we like Jeudy. He's not old. He's 26. Like the upside there is he becomes the number 1, becomes Russ's favorite target, and he has fucking 12 touchdowns.
I'm more of a Tim Patrick guy.
Okay, yeah, at a really cheap price point. Okay.
Exactly. So I'm
thinking KJ Hamler, right? Well, he could be Tyler Lockett.
I'm thinking more Tim Patrick, but
okay. All right, next round here, we have Juju Smith-Schuster at 79, Devontae Smith, your boy, at 81, Adam Thielen at 82, Tyler Lockett at 84. Pretty nice names here, veterans. They've all done it.
All big names.
Yeah. Juju's a big question mark. He could boom or bust right here, right? He could kill it. He could be back to old Juju as well. Like, really nice. He could also get buried in the depth chart.
He had 110 catches and 14
Wasn't it like
yards.
a 5-year, $8 million deal, too? They're paying MVS more money than him somehow.
Wait, 5-year, $8 million?
No, 1 year. Scotty Pippen deal.
Sorry, we're paying Jordan $30 million a year. Here's a couple.
He makes less money per year and only had 1 year than MVS. Obviously, he signed well before MVS.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to plan a good team, prove a deal.
Sure.
Well, that's cheap, dude.
Well, 100%. He's like, let me just play with Patrick Mahomes.
But how much commitment do they have to him? You know what I mean? That's the problem. So here's the thing was Juju's like every year, you know how his ADOT has gone down. It went from like average after target when he was like a tight end essentially.
Sure.
Was that a product of Ben Roethlisberger being trash or him losing a step? Probably big bet.
Big bet.
Okay.
100%.
But it might have been both.
Also, Claypool, Deontay,
it could have been
stepping up. Them trying to figure out the run game because the Le'Veon Bell situation was happening around that time. James Conner was in and out getting hurt. Plus they're a defensive team with Juju. Where's he getting drafted?
79. So that's like 7th round.
I mean, I feel like that's going to be someone I'm going to be wrong on. I wouldn't be comfortable taking him there, but I feel like that's someone going to be like, every avenue points to him having a good year, right? Like,
yeah.
He's done it before. I mean, he was one of the best receivers in the league.
Yeah, 100 catches, man.
And now he's going with the best quarterback in the league. And he's the number one guy on the team.
Well, outside of Cal, number one receiver. So
that's, yeah.
Okay, Devontae Smith, 81. I know you're a fan of him.
Yeah, it was a big hit. The talent, it's...
He's there. He's good.
Just watch the video.
Yeah, he's good.
That's really all I'm going to say.
Slim Reaper, son. Also, can wear his dad's shoes. It's weird because he's a grown man, but... Plus, if you watch the other episodes, you get the joke.
Plus, he's not the number one guy anymore.
No attention. Okay, I love it. Yeah.
To be honest, I would not be surprised if he has a better year than AJ Brown.
Well,
it's so.
This isn't a hot take day, dude.
I guess I am higher on than I think. So
bro, this is not hot take day.
I've drafted Devontae Smith in almost every draft I've done so far.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the authority on Devontae Smith right here. Well, Adam Thielen, 82, kind of out. I like the upside in terms of his touchdown upside. I don't know how many games he's going to play. He's 33 years old. He's white.
Yeah.
They lose the athleticism. Remember Jordy Nelson when he tried to play at 33? Wasn't good.
Well, there's also on the Raiders.
Saying wasn't good.
But he wasn't with Aaron Rodgers.
He's not with Aaron Rodgers either.
No.
You're saying Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers? Another hot take.
He's not.
Hot take day. All right, Tyler Lockett, 84. I kind of like this price point as well.
Dude's a stud. He's a
pro.
Well,
I'll
say he's a pro.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
Yeah, he's a studly pro. All right. You like that or no?
I feel like I could find value at other positions. So I'd be surprised if I have him on any of my teams.
All right. Last round we're gonna do here.
Too high. Yeah.
I got it. Last round we're gonna do here. Then we can talk about a couple like stray names here, some stray dogs in the pound. We have Treylon Burks, the rookie from Tennessee at 92. Rashad Bateman at 95. I was telling you he was going 60th overall in the best balls.
Yeah.
He's going 95 here, which is super nice. Brandon Ayuk at 98. And then we have Drake London at 105. And the last one to round it out is Robert Woods at 105. That's juicy. Okay, Treylon Burks, out. I like him. Out.
Tennessee.
He has asthma apparently now. Out.
I saw that.
Gonna have an inhaler on the fucking field. Out.
Yeah.
He's kind of fat. Out.
Nothing excites me about it.
He's got Ryan Tannehill. Out. They don't pass the ball out there. Out. Is the joke hitting?
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just who's the receiver opposite him?
It's Robert Woods.
Okay, so yeah, I like Woods a lot better.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a second here. Rashad Bateman, 95. Now, we just watched this film. Guy can't break a tackle, apparently. I came in here touting him as Des Bryant.
He's known as a physical receiver.
Oh, man.
Remember the one tackle where the guy was like...
Yeah, it was his momentum.
No.
I like Rashad Bateman, though. At this price point especially,
great
bro,
hands,
right?
great hands.
You like that here, though, 95? It's your wide receiver 4, dude. Like, number 1 on the fucking Ravens. Like,
No, so here
I like
at this point,
And
so you're talking, what is that?
95, eighth
Like
round.
eighth
Ninth
round.
Yeah, 8th, 9th round.
Someone like Russell Wilson to me is more appealing.
You gotta get Russell there, though.
You don't think so?
Probably not.
No. Okay.
No, you can get like a Matt Stafford, maybe.
Then all right. I would have to see. He's not someone that would excite me. I wouldn't be bragging about my team if I had him, right? Like, I mean, I see the talent. I just don't see the upside. Like, I see a Sammy Watkins. I see a 5 for 60.
Yeah, I don't want to be
yards.
catches 7 touchdowns, so it's a nice year.
Yeah. I guess where he's getting drafted, that's fine. But I just feel like there's more upside guys.
Like I would say, I want him over Devontae Smith. You clearly want Devontae Smith over him.
Yeah.
I'm not as confident in him over.
Yeah, that one's obvious.
Well, to you.
To me,
That's what you were saying. Did I cut you off?
Well, to me, that's obvious.
All right, now we have Brandon Ayuk at 98. A little juicy just because he did have 7 touchdowns last year, and he had the hell of the end of the rookie year.
Yeah,
Probably
I
Trey
like
Lance.
yeah.
But at this point, you're taking swings, right? And you're
Yeah,
not looking for a starter.
I don't see. I mean, unless Trey Lance really proves me wrong,
Yeah.
Ayuk is. I think. I'll say the Niners are going to finish last in the division.
Wow. Proud of that one.
Well, I forgot to
Just
say
found
that.
it. Oh, yeah. On record! Hot take day! That's in like a month right now, hot takes are. Okay, Drake London, rookie from Atlanta at 105. I kind of like that, actually. He's the number 1 there. Obviously, Kyle Pitts is the number 1 target, but he's a tight end. Even though I've been saying he's playing wide receiver for fucking years.
I now argue that they brought back Patterson. Like, he was...
Right.
apart.
I like the combo of floor upside with Drake London, though.
Sure.
Right? Like, that. Now we're getting into fucking 9th round.
Yeah.
So you can't go wrong there. And this is a guy we're all going to talk about, is Robert Woods. We're both in. I'm in best ball. I'm in everything. And he might not start the year. I think he's already running routes. He's got fucking 2.5 months. Robert Woods is a pro. He's exactly what Tannehill needs.
Mm-hmm.
He's not quite the specimen A.J. Brown is, but you know what? He can have 80 catches.
Yeah.
We're talking the fucking 9th round, dude.
When you talk about the last 5 guys before Robert, he's the most talented. Well,
Right.
well, in terms of he's the most established.
Yeah,
I should say.
yes, established.
Like,
He's only 30 years
Smith,
old, too.
Smith has the most upside.
Yeah,
but
he's only 30 years old, so it's not crazy. All right, let's talk about a couple names here, rapid fire,
sure.
that I like or I dislike, since I have it in front of me here. Christian Kirk at 108. Fucking love. Fucking love.
I thought you were gonna say something.
No, 108? I don't think he's a great player.
Here's the funny thing is I of course I love Kirk, right? From the Cardinals days. But then we just watched Trevor Lawrence, who is nothing but a fundamental. Like,
yeah.
I could see that combo being very, very
90 catches
efficient, dude.
Right?
Like,
well, I don't know if I say easy, but yeah, you could for sure. 5 catches a game.
well, 90 catches is not easy, but
Yeah.
but I'm saying like,
you could easily
that's,
get there. Chase
he's gonna
Claypool
flirt with 100 catches.
Chase Claypool 109. Love that upside there. He had that year we had those 11 touchdowns on like 70 catches or 70 touches.
Best receiver on the team, I think.
Yeah, he gets end around. So guys, he was a knucklehead last year. He had a lot of issues with the team. And
Yeah.
Tomlin's a no-nonsense guy. He's bringing him back. He would have traded him if he was really giving up on him.
Yeah.
Like that there. Down here, I got Rondell Moore. Just touching on for you at 122. You love Rondell Moore.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd at 126. Pretty big fan of that. This one's nice, too. Michael Gallup at 132.
Just because of the injury?
Yeah, he's probably about to pop. He might miss the first 5 weeks. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Yeah.
let's just say something happens in those 5 weeks he doesn't play to CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, the number 1 receiver.
You're
Ooh,
right,
and
you're
you
right.
know I know you love Michael Gallup or loved him.
Yeah, no, he has the talent.
Kenny Galladay at 137 is interesting, just because at that point you're not really. It's pretty much free.
I've
and
flirted with him.
Same, dude.
In
same.
basketball, I took him a couple times simply because I'm like, that talent.
I know.
Like,
I flirted with him at a bar at Elburn the other day for different reasons, but
no, I like Galladay is definitely a best ball guy for me.
Okay, Alan Lazard at 147. I don't know why he's that low. That's amazing if he is. Fuck you. Let's see. Christian Watson at 161 along the lines of that. So none of the Packers receivers are getting drafted at all.
Yeah.
Those are all going to go up depending on certain guys are. Yeah, someone has to. I'll take them all.
What does Rodgers do, right? He focuses on one guy.
Yeah. Let's see. Corey Davis 164 like that. Van Jefferson 164. For those of you handcuffers out there, he's a true handcuff wide receiver. Allen Robinson goes down. Cooper Kupp goes down. Van Jefferson's number 2 then.
Well, then Higbee's still dealing with the knee.
Yeah.
So
he's gonna have a role anyway. He had a role last year. You said he didn't.
Right.
I said he did.
Right.
He did.
Right.
Jahan Dotson 176 could be juicy as a number 2 in Washington. He's a rookie though, so I mean.
Wait, over Samuel?
Yeah, Curtis Samuel's trash.
You think he's done?
Yeah, I think he's done. Here's the guy I'm really about. I don't want to give away too many deep guys here. KJ Osborne on Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's a good player. Watch his film. It's mostly he needs the injury to. Well, the thing is, they're talking about changing the offense this year.
Yeah.
To more pass friendly, right? And so they're going to be playing more 3 receiver sets, which they didn't do last year.
Sure.
He's on the field. Adam Thielen does not stay healthy, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I just at that price, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
here?
I think Irv Smith is the third option.
Odell Beckham at Merv. Odell Beckham at 209. Down here, there's Julio Jones at 237. I mean, shit. Obviously, it depends on his landing spot. So this is all hypothetical. And the last guy we talk about, 2 more guys here. Nico Collins at 238. We love Nico. Yeah. Love Nico.
Now we're talking guys.
Undrafted. Yeah. And then Jalen Tolbert's the guy to keep an eye on because the Michael Gallup thing I was talking about, if he is out for 4 weeks, I do believe, I know you say James Washington, I do believe they're going to give Jalen Tolbert a shot.
Yeah.
I like the talent. I watched his film. They drafted him in the 3rd round, I think. So he can play. And, he could hit the ground running a little bit. Tough to ask for a rookie receiver. But, I mean, we're talking about fucking 239, dude. So this is a guy you're not drafting, right? Unless it's like best ball, but you're not
maybe
drafting.
a guy to star on the free agents of this, right? So you can kind of get the updates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like where you can.
Oh yeah. The watch list.
Yeah.
So any last thoughts?
Well, I have to. I guess I'll really dive into the Sammy Watkins thing.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that he's going to be not an elite guy, but he's probably closer to 300 than he is 200.
250.
Yeah, so two right in the middle, 250. Another guy, I think that's if you want a guy that's established that is a good possession guy, it's tie with Rodgers. I think that's the guy. That's all I'll say.
Love it. Last word.
And it's been a complete joy.